Good afternoon. The Philippines is hoping to develop their nickel processing industry. They currently are the world's #2 producer of mined nickel, but their ores are sent to other countries for processing and for refining. The Philippines hopes that they can build a nickel refining industry and move up the supply chain of nickel. The United States is trying to figure out a way to help them because currently the world's production of nickel is monopolized by China, and nickel is a crucial component in batteries. But the problem is money. Chinese companies are able to process nickel at far lower costs than anyone else, and China is making profits at price points that nobody else can match. Bloomberg from 1 May has a story about how the US and the Philippines are trying to figure it all out. The headline is here, but further down in the article we see the problem. What they're discussing is a three-way deal. The Philippines will produce the nickel, another Pacific country would supply the technology to refine the nickel, and the United States would lend the money. But the hiccup here is that such a project is guaranteed to lose money. China has huge investments in Indonesia, and nickel mines across the world are also going broke. And the ones that aren't broke yet are asking for government handouts. Nickel demand will be going up by a third over the next 5 years to 4.4 million tons a year. 28% of that will be going to lithium-ion battery production. And China has monopoly on lithium production also. But analysts worry that China's monopoly on the Indonesian mines for nickel will put them in a position to control the market for nickel completely and indefinitely. The implicit concern here is that if China has it all, they can simply refuse to sell nickel to manufacturers who need it in the future. Back to the investment problem, the financing problem. There is a lot of capital sloshing around the world looking for opportunities. And political officials back home, and in the Philippines in this case, like to give speeches and get their photos taken and see their names in the paper. But this is a business problem, a finance problem, and an engineering problem. The Philippines is hoping to build out a new domestic industry, a new one from scratch, when producers in other countries in that same industry are going out of business. And the Philippines are saying they need foreign capital to do it instead of paying for it themselves. And they'll need foreign companies to help them refine the nickel after they get it out of the ground. When officials talk about taking back supply chains all over the world, they're hoping that we don't know how hard and how expensive it's going to be. Private investors already know it's not going to work, and they refuse to put their own capital at risk. Sign-off video is from Guilin, South China. Be good.
Give me a spirit of gentleness and love and mercy, so I can be a good husband to my wife and be a good father to my children. Help me to be a good son to my parents and a good brother to my brothers and sisters. Fill me with truth and integrity